What if I told you that a single penny from 1994 could be worth thousands of dollars? Yes, one tiny coin you might overlook every day could actually hold a hidden fortune. In today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1994 US penny. From rare minting errors to jaw-dropping auction sales, we'll uncover how a small copper coin could change your life. And wait until you hear about one specific error coin that sold for an unbelievable price. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more coin treasure hunts. But what exactly makes the 1994 penny so special? Let's find out. The story of the 1994 penny begins in an era of massive production at the US Mint. By the early 1990s, coin production was at an all-time high. Millions of pennies were struck each year at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. These facilities worked tirelessly to meet demand, but with such high volumes, errors were inevitable. The 1994 penny was part of a period when the US Mint had started using more advanced technology in coin production, but mistakes still slipped through the cracks. Minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets, became the stuff of legend among coin collectors. But what types of errors made their way onto the 1994 penny? The answer might surprise you. First, we have double die errors. This happens when the coin's design is accidentally stamped twice, slightly offset, during the minting process. On a 1994 penny, a double die error is most commonly seen in the lettering on the coin. Words like "Liberty" or "In God We Trust" might show a faint shadow or doubling effect. These errors can fetch hundreds, sometimes thousands, of dollars depending on their clarity and condition. Next, off-center strikes. These errors occur when the coin blank isn't perfectly aligned with the stamping press. The more off-center the strike, the rarer the coin becomes. Imagine a penny with part of Lincoln's face cut off or a crescent of empty space where the design should be. These oddities are highly sought after. Die cracks and cuts are another fascinating error type. Over time, the minting dies used to strike coins can develop small cracks or breaks. When these imperfections transfer to a coin, they create raised lines or blobs on the coin's surface. Collectors love these because each die crack or cut is unique. Then there are clipped planchets. These errors happen when a coin blank is improperly cut from a metal sheet, resulting in a missing edge or crescent-shaped clip. These coins are not only visually striking but also incredibly rare. Have you ever found a penny with one of these errors? Tell us in the comments below. But there's one error that stands above the rest, a rare mistake that turned an ordinary coin into a goldmine. The crown jewel of the 1994 penny world is the double die obverse variety. This error occurs when the design on the front of the coin is struck twice, creating noticeable doubling on Lincoln's image or the date itself. What makes this particular error so valuable is its rarity and how clear the doubling appears. One of these pennies once sold at auction for thousands of dollars, and it's not just because of the doubling. These coins are incredibly hard to find in circulation. Experts believe only a handful exist in mint state condition, making them highly desirable among collectors. But how can you tell if your 1994 penny is the jackpot coin? Let me show you step by step. First, you'll need a few basic tools. A magnifying glass, a digital scale, and proper lighting are essential. Start by closely inspecting the date and the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." Look for any signs of doubling or unusual shadows. Next, weigh your penny. A standard 1994 penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. Any significant deviation might indicate an unusual planchet or another error type. Another tip: don't mistake damage from wear and tear for minting errors. Scratches, dents, and corrosion are not valuable errors. Always focus on the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." Errors often appear there. So you found a rare penny. What's next? How do you turn it into cash? Authentication is key. Professional grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, are essential for verifying your coin's authenticity and assigning it a grade. The grade, ranging from poor to mint state, MS 70, directly affects the coin's market value. Once authenticated, you can sell your penny on platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or at coin shows. Make sure to document your coin with high-resolution photos and include its grading certificate in the listing. Negotiation is also an art. Don't accept the first offer you get if you suspect your coin is worth more. Be cautious of scams and always deal with reputable buyers. If you think you've got a valuable 1994 penny, don't hesitate, get it checked and share your discovery in the comments. Before we wrap up, let me share one final jaw-dropping penny discovery. A few years ago, a collector stumbled upon a 1994 penny in an old coin jar. At first glance, it looked ordinary, but upon closer inspection, it was a double-die obverse error in pristine condition. After getting it professionally graded, the coin sold at auction for thousands of dollars. Imagine the thrill of realizing your spare change could hold a life-changing treasure. So, could a small fortune be hiding in your coin jar right now? Let's recap. The 1994 penny might seem like an ordinary coin, but its hidden errors and rare varieties make it a collector's dream. From double dies to off-center strikes, every detail counts. Always inspect your coins carefully, and if you find something special, get it authenticated. If you enjoyed this treasure hunt, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more coin discoveries. Next time, we'll explore the mysterious world of the 1972 double-die penny, another small coin with a big secret. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. Remember, your next penny might just be worth a fortune. That a 2005 penny hiding in your pocket change could be worth thousands of dollars. Yes, one tiny coin from this seemingly ordinary year could actually hold a life-changing treasure. It's easy to overlook these pennies. They're common, they're small, and most of us don't give them a second glance. But here's the thing, within those humble little copper coins lie rare varieties and minting errors that collectors would pay an absolute fortune to get their hands on. In today's video, we're diving deep into the secrets of the 2005 US penny. From mysterious minting errors to jaw-dropping auction records, we'll walk you through everything you need to know to uncover these hidden treasures. And trust me, one specific error coin from this year sold for an absolutely mind-blowing price, a sum so shocking, it could change anyone's life overnight. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because you won't want to miss a single detail. Now, let's get started. What exactly makes the 2005 penny so special? The year 2005 was a fascinating period in US coin history. The penny, featuring the timeless profile of Abraham Lincoln, was minted in two major facilities: Philadelphia, marked with no mint mark, and Denver, marked with a small d. These coins may seem like your standard pennies at first glance, but the mid-2000s were notorious for quality control issues at the US Mint. Errors slipped through the cracks, and those errors are exactly what make some 2005 pennies worth thousands today. To understand why errors occur, we need to look at the minting process. Coins are mass-produced with extreme force, striking blanks with engraved dies. But sometimes, misalignments happen. Sometimes, the dies are damaged. And sometimes, the slightest oversight can create an error coin worth a small fortune. Combine these errors with the rising interest in numismatics during the 2000s, and you've got the perfect recipe for valuable collector's items. But what types of errors are we talking about? Let's break them down. First up, we have double die errors. These happen when a coin is struck twice by a die that isn't perfectly aligned. The result? Slight doubling on key details like the date, lettering, or even Lincoln's image. Collectors absolutely love double die errors because they're visually striking and easy to identify with a magnifying glass. Next, there are off-center strikes. These occur when the blank planchet isn't properly aligned with the dies. The result is a coin where part of the design is cut off or shifted significantly to one side. The more dramatic the off-center strike, the higher the value. Then we have die cracks and cuds. A die crack happens when the minting die starts to wear out, creating raised lines or bumps on the final coin. A cud, on the other hand, is a chunk of the design missing due to a die break. And finally, we have clipped planchets. These occur when a coin blank is improperly cut, leaving a curved or straight missing section along the edge of the penny. These coins are highly sought after by error collectors. Each of these errors can turn a standard 2005 penny into a collector's dream. Auction records show pennies with even minor errors selling for hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars. Have you ever come across a penny with one of these errors? If so, let us know in the comments below, but among all these errors, one reigns supreme. One error that's considered the holy grail of 2005 pennies. This isn't just any error, it's the 2005 double die reverse penny. And let me tell you, if you find one of these, you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. The double die reverse error happens when the reverse die used to strike the coin has slight misalignments, causing doubling on key design elements. On the 2005 penny, this error is most often seen in the words United States of America, the phrase e pluribus unum, or even the Lincoln Memorial itself. One lucky collector found a 2005 double die reverse penny in their pocket change. After sending it for professional grading and authentication, the coin sold at auction for a staggering sum, enough to pay off debts, buy a new car, or even make a down payment on a house. But how can you tell if your 2005 penny is the jackpot coin? Identifying these errors isn't difficult, but you do need the right tools. First, invest in a good magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. A digital scale is also helpful to verify the weight of your penny. And most importantly, ensure you're inspecting your coins in good lighting. Start by carefully examining the date, the lettering on both sides, and the Lincoln Memorial. Look for any doubling, raised lines, or unusual patterns. Pay special attention to the word America on the reverse side. That's often where the doubling is most obvious, but here's the thing, not every odd-looking penny is a valuable error coin. Sometimes, damage from circulation can mimic the appearance of an error. That's why it's so important to understand the difference between genuine minting errors and post-mint damage. So you found a rare penny, what next? First, you'll want to get it professionally authenticated and graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Professional grading doesn't just verify your coin's authenticity, it also assigns it a grade, which significantly impacts its market value. Once your coin is graded, you have several selling options. Online marketplaces like eBay are great for reaching a global audience, but auctions through services like Heritage Auctions often yield the highest returns for rare coins. Attending local coin shows can also connect you with collectors who might be willing to pay top dollar. One last tip, always research your coin's value before negotiating. Knowledge is power, and understanding your coin's worth will ensure you get a fair deal. Before we wrap up, let me share one final story. A man from Ohio stumbled upon a 2005 penny while cleaning out his car. It looked ordinary at first glance, but upon closer inspection, he noticed slight doubling on the word United. After sending it to a professional grading service, the penny sold at auction for tens of thousands of dollars. Stories like this remind us that treasures can be hiding anywhere, in our pockets, coin jars, or even under couch cushions. So the next time you come across a 2005 penny, take a closer look. You never know what you might find. In conclusion, the 2005 penny isn't just a coin, it's a potential treasure trove. Whether it's a dramatic off-center strike, a rare double die error, or a clipped planchet, each of these tiny anomalies could mean big money. So start inspecting your change, invest in a good magnifying glass, and who knows? You might just stumble upon your very own jackpot penny. If you've enjoyed this treasure hunt, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications for more incredible coin discoveries. And stay tuned, because next time, we'll be uncovering the secrets of the 1972 double die penny, another small coin hiding a big secret. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. Remember, your next penny might just be worth a fortune. What if I told you that a simple 1983 penny could be worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars? Yes, that tiny copper-colored coin hiding in your pocket change, tucked away in a dusty coin jar, or jingling at the bottom of your car's cup holder might just be a treasure waiting to be discovered. It sounds almost too good to be true, right? But history has proven time and time again that extraordinary errors and rare varieties can turn seemingly ordinary coins into small fortunes. Today, we're diving into the world of the 1983 penny, a year that produced some of the most sought-after errors and rare coins in numismatic history. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end, because one error coin from this year sold for an absolutely jaw-dropping price at auction. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1983 penny so special? Why are collectors and enthusiasts constantly on the hunt for this particular coin? To understand that, we need to rewind a little and explore the context of coin production in the early 1980s. At that time, the United States Mint was facing a significant challenge: rising copper prices. The cost of producing pennies with their traditional 95% copper composition was becoming unsustainable. In 1982, the decision was made to switch to a copper-plated zinc composition. These new pennies were lighter, weighing just 2.5 grams compared to the older copper pennies, which weighed 3.11 grams, but the transition wasn't entirely smooth. Between the switch in metal compositions, different minting facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco producing coins, and the sheer volume of pennies being struck, errors inevitably slipped through the cracks. These weren't just minor imperfections, though. Some of these errors were so significant that they turned ordinary coins into collector's items worth staggering amounts of money. You might think, okay, so errors happen. But what kind of errors are we talking about here? That's where things get really interesting. Some of the most valuable 1983 pennies are those with a double die reverse error. This happens when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice by the minting die, causing certain parts of the design to appear doubled. On the 1983 penny, this error is most commonly seen on the reverse side, especially in the words "United States of America, 1 cent, and the iconic Lincoln Memorial. These doubling effects might seem subtle at first glance, but with a magnifying glass and a keen eye, they become unmistakable. But the double die reverse isn't the only error worth keeping an eye out for. There are also off-center strikes, where the coin blank wasn't properly aligned during the minting process, causing part of the design to be missing. The value of an off-center penny increases with the degree of misalignment, especially if the date is still visible. Then there are die cracks and cuts, where damage to the minting die leaves raised lines or blobs of metal on the coin. Each of these errors tells a story of how something went wrong during the coin's creation, making every flawed penny a unique artifact. One of the rarest and most valuable varieties of the 1983 penny, however, is the 1983 double die reverse coin. This specific error has become something of a holy grail for collectors. On a well-preserved example, the doubling on the reverse side is crystal clear, and finding one of these coins in good condition can mean an instant payday. In fact, some 1983 double die reverse pennies have sold for thousands of dollars at major auctions. Imagine finding one of these coins in a roll of pocket change or tucked away in a forgotten drawer, but how can you tell if you have one of these jackpot coins? First, you'll need the right tools: a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe, a small digital scale, and proper lighting. Start by checking the reverse side of the penny, focusing on the words "United States of America" and "1 cent." Look closely for any signs of doubling, particularly in the lettering. If you spot what you believe to be a doubled die error, weigh the coin on a digital scale. A genuine 1983 zinc penny should weigh around 2.5 grams. If everything checks out, you might just have a treasure in your hands, but finding a rare penny is just the beginning. Once you've identified a potentially valuable coin, the next step is authentication. Professional grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, are trusted authorities in the coin collecting world. These organizations will carefully examine your penny, confirm its authenticity, and assign it a grade based on its condition. A high-grade, well-preserved coin can fetch significantly more money than one that's heavily worn. Now, let's talk about selling your rare find. Platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, and local coin shows are fantastic places to connect with potential buyers. If you're lucky enough to have a highly desirable error coin, you might even attract the attention of big-name collectors willing to pay top dollar. But be careful, where there's money, there are also scams. Always work with reputable dealers and make sure your coin is properly documented and graded before entering into any transactions. Speaking of extraordinary discoveries, let me share one story that still amazes collectors to this day. A man casually sorting through a jar of coins stumbled upon a 1983 double-die reverse penny in near-perfect condition. He sent it off for grading, and it came back with an incredibly high grade. When the coin was finally put up for auction, it sold for tens of thousands of dollars. Just imagine, a penny that most people would overlook, worth more than a brand new luxury car. Could a fortune be hiding in your penny jar right now? Absolutely. The 1983 penny serves as a reminder that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who just enjoys hunting for hidden gems, the thrill of discovering a rare coin is unlike anything else. To recap, the 1983 penny isn't just any ordinary coin. Its unique history, coupled with the potential for rare and valuable errors, makes it one of the most exciting coins for collectors and enthusiasts. From double die reverse varieties to off-center strikes and dramatic die cracks, there are countless ways for a 1983 penny to stand out from the rest. So, what are you waiting for? Grab your change jar, get a magnifying glass, and start hunting for that elusive treasure. And if you do find something extraordinary, be sure to share your discovery in the comments. Who knows, your story might just be the next one we feature in our treasure hunting adventures. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of the 1983 penny. If you enjoyed this treasure hunt, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our next coin collecting adventure. Next time, we'll dive into the fascinating story of the 1944 steel penny, a coin so rare it's worth a small fortune. Until then, happy hunting, and may your next penny be worth a fortune.